Mitch Green is the name of the gang leader in question. However, his day job was as a professional boxer, competing from 1980 to 2005. He is best known for fighting Mike Tyson in 1986, who was undefeated at the time and won 20 games in a row, 19 of which were due to knockouts. 2 years later, in 1988, Green again fought Tyson in a notorious street brawl. Fun fact, a toothpick between his lips was his trademark every time he appeared in public, just like a pimp. Green was involved in street gangs in his youth and became the gang leader of the Black Spades based in New York. He grew up in the Bronx, where he was shot twice at the age of 17. But it must have been God's will to keep him alive. The first time Green was shot, the bullet went through his right wrist, but fortunately missed an artery, some bone and a nerve. After his recovery, a few weeks later, he straightway went back to boxing. The second time he got grazed, a slug brushed the right side of his head, leaving a short, swollen scar. Ironically, the constant gunfights led Green to the less dangerous boxing. He later moved to Jamaica, Queens, where he reportedly fell out with fellow Jamaican and talented amateur boxer Carl Williams. Green also attended DeWitt Clinton High School while working as a security guard. Even then, he knew the importance of getting an education. As an amateur boxer, he won the New York Golden Glove 4 times in 1976, 1977, 1979 and 1980. He also set a record of 64 wins and 7 losses, including 51 wins by KO. Green trained at the United Block Association gym in New York. Again, he was employed as a security guard to foot his gym builds. Green turned pro in 1980, signing with rock promoter Shelly Finkel, whom he met at the Golden Gloves in New York in 1979. Green left Finkel after a year of engaging him professionally due to a disagreement over earnings. Mitch went undefeated in his first 16 bouts, including a 1983 win over the heavily built Floyd Jumbo Cummings and a draw with Robert Evans. His first loss was a decisive 12 rounds match to future WBC champion Trevor Berbick in the fight for the USA Boxing Association title on August 10, 1985. There was that incident where Green crashed Don King's presser to state that he was a much better opponent than Bay in the fight against Larry Holmes. He even managed to clash with Don King's men. After winning against Purcell Davis and being on a victory high, he would subsequently lose to Mike Tyson in 10 decisive rounds in 1986 on HBO in his most famous bout. While preparing for the fight, Green complained bitterly about the disparity in his budget with Tyson. The day before the match, at the deliberation, Green learned that he was being paid $30,000 versus $200,000 from Tyson for the match alone, plus a $1 million contract for the HBO live broadcast of 3 matches. He threatened to pull out of the competition, eventually settling for the release of the management contract with King's stepson, Carl, in exchange for a short-term pay hike. Green proved to be stubborn throughout the match despite losing 10 rounds by unanimous decision, and at one point managed to knock out one of Tyson's golden teeth, which landed in front of writer Phil Berger. A week later, Green was released from his contractile obligations by manager Carl King, who Green had criticized in the previous week for mishandling his career. Mike Tyson was only 19 and undefeated when he met former heavyweight contender James "Quick" Tillis on his 20th professional bout. Tyson had won all of his previous 19 fights by knockout, while Tillis had lost 4 of his previous 5 and entered the fight as a much weaker underdog. However, Tillis worked hard and was able to knock out Tyson in the 10th round, the first time in Tyson's professional career. However, Tyson won by unanimous decision. Suddenly, all the boxers on the East Coast smelt blood, so Tyson was beatable after all. One such potential opponent was Mitch. He was on air, being the closest thing to the social media of nowadays to challenge Tyson to a fight. He was persistent, and it paid off. Just 4 days after his Tillis fight, it was announced that Tyson would face Mitch "Blunt" Green, who was 1 place above Tyson in the WBC heavyweight rankings. It would happen on May 20th at Madison Square Garden, Tyson's biggest venue up to that time. Although Green was higher than Tyson in the rankings, each boxer's purse was very different. Tyson was guaranteed $250,000, while Green was only expected to earn $30,000. Just 1 day before the fight, Green threatened to withdraw from the event unless his wallet was increased. However, after HBO CEO Ross Greenberg informed Green that a WBC heavyweight title was at stake, Green chose to continue the fight. Although Tyson controlled most of the match, he was unable to take down Green. Green's strategy was to frequently hook Tyson to try to reduce his effectiveness or even Tyson's powerful punches. Green attacked very little throughout, and Tyson won in a unanimous decision that was much more in Tyson's favor. Although the two boxers never faced each other in the boxing ring again, Tyson and Green engaged in a street fight 2 years later, by which time Tyson was already an undisputed heavyweight champion. On August 24, 1988, Tyson was in the Harlem neighborhood to pick up a custom jacket made for him by a clothier friend. The establishment was called Dapper Dan. Green heard Tyson was in the vicinity and went over to confront Tyson there, claiming that Tyson's promoter Don King owed him money. The argument then escalated into a physical confrontation in which Tyson slammed his right hand into Green's face, causing Green to miss his left eye completely. The punch also left a cut on his right nose with 5 stitches. Tyson got hurt too, and his right hand was broken during the scuffle. This resulted in the delay of his scheduled October fight with Franco Bruno. Tyson later recounted the incident in his book and on his one-person Broadway show, The Undisputed Truth, in 2003. After that, Green refused to fight in the ring for many years and often broke the law. He finally returned to the ring in February 1993. At the time, he was 36 years old, pitting it against Bruce Johnson. As always, he complained about the purse and a new manager. During the fight proper, Green refused to throw punches and repeatedly argued with the referee until the exasperated referee stopped the strange contest at halftime. Throughout the 1990s, Green retired and returned to the ring sporadically. In one instance, his opponent, Mike Dixon, was deemed the winner when Green tested positive for marijuana. Separately, in March 1996, a dispute with Shannon Briggs broke out when Green pointed a gun at this manager. As a pro boxer in his heyday, Green was regarded as one of NBC's Champions of the Future, a group of young professional boxers making the waves at the time. He was ranked 7th by the World Boxing Council and had a place in the top 10 list of the World Boxing Association. Towards the end of his career, an older Green held 2 mock championship belts. He won the World Boxing Empire Super Heavyweight title in the decisive 12th round match against Danny Wofford on March 9, 2002. He was also declared the Global Boxing Organization Heavyweight Champion on June 24, 2005. Throughout his career, he never had to defend a title. His last win ever was a 4th round knockout on Billy Mitchum on August 2, 2005. But there is no doubt that his most life-defining fight was with Iron Mike, both in and outside the ring. In an interview on national television, Green admitted that he and Mike had buried the hatchet. The interview was granted a long time after their feud, and surprise, surprise, Mike was in the audience. Mike waved and Green acknowledged him. He even gave a hearty laugh at the initiative of the show's producers. But the truth is, Mitch never forgot that brawl with Iron Mike where he almost lost an eye. The punch had been so raw it dislocated Mitch's eye socket. On his part, Mike was never really looking for trouble. On the flip side, Mitch's lifestyle was full of that sort of controversy. He was truly the gangster boxer. So that's it, folks. Remember the YouTuber rules. Subscribe, like, and hit the notification button for more videos like this. Thanks for tuning in, and bye.